Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I told you all last week that I would be back with some more regularly scheduled content, and for this week's video, I am super excited to be unboxing and opening some vinyl records that I have been collecting over the last few weeks, maybe even couple of months, that I've been getting in the mail, and there's even a couple in here that I picked up in person that I just have not opened yet because I was waiting to film this video. There is some super exciting ones in here, ones that I am very much looking forward to opening and finally just having open and being able to play and listen to, and actually just having them a part of my collection and not just sitting in the boxes. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video, is opening some very exciting vinyl records that I am just super excited to finally have in my possession. So we're gonna get into that in just a second, but before we do, make sure you're subscribed to my channel if you are not already. If you watched my last video or even my last two videos, you know that I have a giveaway going on. Once I reach 2,500 subscribers, I will be giving away a brand new record player to one of you all. And if you're interested in learning more about that giveaway, make sure and go watch my video where I talk about that and all the rules and how to enter so that you can make sure to participate. And yeah, just make sure to subscribe if you're not already so that we can hit that 2,500 subscriber goal sooner rather than later. But with no more of an introduction, let's get into this week's video. Now, I had said that there's a couple of vinyl that aren't actually in boxes, and that's because I bought them in person. So we're going to be just kind of like unwrapping them, not really unboxing them, but I thought it would still be fun to save for this video. So we're going to get into those two first. The first one that I bought in person is the Chappell Roan Good Luck Babe 7-inch. I bought this when we went to Chicago back in May for Beyonce's Cowboy Carter show. We stopped in an Urban Outfitters while we were there, and they had this, so I picked it up because I had been wanting it in my collection for a minute, and honestly I just didn't get anything else record wise, so I was like, I think I can get a 7-inch and that'll be fine. So I picked this one up. It wasn't super expensive, but yeah, I'm super excited to finally have this one. I would love to go through and collect the rest of Chappell Roan's 7-inch records. I think the only one that I might be missing now is Pink Pony Club, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the only one I have left to get, but I'm super excited to have Good Luck Babe finally. You've probably already seen this a million times, but here's the front of the sleeve. Here's the back of it. It just says Good Luck Babe, read and make out demo on side B. And then let's see the pressing. I'm honestly not sure. This might be red or pink. It looks like it is a red color, which does completely make sense for this jacket and record. So here is side A, the one that you were looking at, and then side B is the other side. It's the exact same picture on both sides. I think they maybe could have switched it up and done a different picture because clearly they did a photo shoot. You've got this and this picture. They maybe could have done a different picture for side B, but either way, it's fine. The red definitely matches, and I like the two of these together. I think it looks like a cohesive little 7-inch. But I'm gonna put this one away now, and we're gonna move on to the other one that I got in person, which I'm also excited to finally have in my collection, which is the Moana 2 soundtrack. You can see by the sticker up here, this is the Target exclusive. I have been really not buying vinyl at Target recently, but this one was on sale for $8.39, and I was like, I can't really pass that up. An $8 record, super hard to find these days. Most of them are super expensive. I'm sure this was normally $28, it says on the stickers, and it was for $8.39. So that's quite a steal, and I wasn't gonna pass it up. They actually had multiple copies of this, so it must just not have been selling very well. I watched the movie and I thought it was pretty good, not as good as the first one, and I think part of that was the fact that Lin-Manuel was not a part of the songs for this movie, but they're still good, and I'm still happy to have this in the collection now. We've been doing a little bit more soundtracks recently. You can see here the gatefold. Here's the front of it. Here's the back. It's such a pretty sunrise. Something that I don't really like is that on the back, there's a sticker with all of the songs, but the sticker is on the sleeve and not the vinyl, so you don't really know if you don't keep this. I will end up keeping this plastic wrap. I will just fold it and end up putting it inside the gate sleeve, but let's go ahead and open this up. So again, here's the front. Let's see the inside. Oh gosh, something is falling out. Oh no, it's a little pop-up. Stop, that's adorable. How did I not know this? Does it on the sticker? It does. It says on this sticker, which I genuinely just did not ever notice. It says featuring all new songs, Beyond and We're Back, plus a pop-up featuring Moana and her crew. That is so cool. You open it and then it pops up. Oh my gosh, I never noticed that. But that is so cool. You can see the big whale if you've seen the movie. Here's her crew on the boat with Maui. Wow, honestly obsessed with that little detail. Incredible, honestly. Let's move on to the actual vinyl. It doesn't look like there's any other inserts or anything in here, which it's got to pop up. I don't think you need anything more than that. But here is the inner sleeve for the record. You've got Moana on this side. Moana is genuinely one of my favorite Disney movies. I think the first movie is so good and one of Disney's best. So there's the first side in the back, which just has songs, credits, that fun stuff. And the pressing, which is pretty cool. I can't lie. That looks really good. Oh my gosh. What does Target say that this pressing is? It is on a blue splatter vinyl. And it's not even just splatters. Like the disc itself is a transparent light blue with some blue splatters in it, which you can see all throughout here. But then it's got this really big splatter right in the middle and it's like a milky white almost. It just looks really cool. And I'm actually obsessed with this pressing because I don't think I have any others that are like this splatter. Like it's just really cool that it has this one big splatter and then it's got the light blue splatter throughout it as well. I think that's just really, really fun. And I kind of wasn't expecting it when it just says blue splatter. I wasn't expecting this like middle big splatter piece, but you can also see the center labels here. This side has a picture of the mountains in it, and then side 2 is a picture of their boat that they sail on. I'm genuinely just obsessed with this pressing. It might be a new favorite one. I'm not even going to lie. We got to move on. We've got some other records to actually unbox. So we're going to put this one back up and pull out the boxes to start opening. Now I've got 3 boxes here. They look a little beat up because I always tear the shipping label off because I'm afraid that somehow I'm going to miss something and my information is going to get out there and I just don't want that. So I always rip off the shipping labels. You can see it on all of these. But because I ripped off the shipping labels, I don't know which is which. So it's going to be kind of a guessing game as to which record is in which box. I know what the 3 are. I just don't know which one is which. So we're going to just have a fun little game with this. So I'm going to start with one that I think I might know. And I'm going to go with this one. I think I know because this one is a lot like skinnier than the other ones. If you keep up with my channel, you will know that I do enjoy Sabrina Carpenter, which means I most definitely did order the Man-Child 7-inch. And I do believe that's what's in here, which is kind of worrisome because it's a 7-inch record and this is a 12-inch mailer. And so I'm kind of worried that it's just been like sliding and banging around in here and I hope it's okay. So we're about to find out. Let's see. More cardboard. Let's pull this out. Okay. It is just in. If it wasn't damaged before, it probably is now. Okay, she looks fine. It didn't look like it damaged it at all. Immediately, it's a no for me on the PVC sleeve. Why in the year 2025 are we still putting records in PVC sleeves? I don't know, and it's kind of a little bit upsetting because Sabrina has always done a really good job of like the entire packaging and marketing and promotion around all of her music. Everything for the Short and Sweet era had an actual sleeve to it, so it is a little bit weird that this one does not. However, I love Man-Child. I think it might be my song of the summer. I genuinely listen to it multiple times a day, and I would not be surprised if it shows up on my Spotify Wrapped for 2025. So you can see through the PVC sleeve that it is a clear record. On side A is Man-Child, and on side B is Inside of Your Head When You've Just Won an Argument with a Man. And I have heard this song like on TikTok and stuff already, and it's really fun. It's super instrumental. It's like a victory song, kind of cool to put on there. But yeah, there's not much to this one, honestly, since it is just a clear vinyl, and it did come in a clear PVC sleeve. There's honestly not even a sticker on this sleeve. Nothing whatsoever other than made in the Czech Republic and a barcode sticker. If you're gonna put it in a PVC sleeve, you could have put some fun sticker on there, done a little bit more. I don't know, maybe this was a little bit rushed and they just wanted to get it out to promote the new lead single. I do think they could have done more. I am still happy to have this because I have been on my Sabrina Carpenter vinyl collection journey throughout the last kind of year. Honestly, if you've kept up, I've been buying most of her records. So super happy to have this in the collection and to keep up with her 7 inches that she's been releasing. Okay, on to the second box. We only have 2 boxes left. Let's go ahead and slice this one open because it doesn't look like there is a tear tab. So we're going to cut it open right there. That works. Let's see. Oh, heck. Oh, okay. Wow, that's exciting. So if you don't know, this is Alec Benjamin's 12 Notes. I love Alec Benjamin's music. I think it is really good. I have almost all of his previous albums on vinyl, except for these 2 windows. And he did a drop a couple of weeks ago because he had found a storage unit of a bunch of old vinyl for his previous albums. Immediately they sold out, but the signed ones for his newest music, 12 Notes, had restocked as well, and I was able to get one. So definitely snagged this and super happy to have this in the collection now. They did put it in like its own little outer sleeve, which is super nice. Almost pretty much nobody does that, so that's a fun little touch. But I think it also helps because it came with a signed art card, so it gave it a place to store it without having to open up the vinyl and stick it inside. So here is the signed art card for this album. This is the first signed piece that I have from him and his music. There's nothing on the back, but that's really cool. And let's see the actual vinyl. So there is the front of the record and there is the back. I actually really like the photography and artistry around the album design itself. I think that's really cool. The back just has these songs listed, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe that this record is just standard black. It's got this fun insert. That's a cute photo. And then another photo on the back. And here's the vinyl. Nothing else in here. Oh, cool. So it's just in a paper sleeve right now. The vinyl itself is just standard black, so not much to show off with this piece, but you can see the center label, which does say 12 Notes. This is side B, and then it's the exact same thing on side A. So not really a whole lot to show off with that. I was just super excited to have this in my collection because, as I said, I have been a big fan of Alec's music for a while, and I have almost all of his music on vinyl now. One day I will have these 2 windows because I think it is my favorite album of his. But here's Alec Benjamin's album 12 Notes with the signed insert. And we are on to the last vinyl unboxing in this video. This one is for an artist that I have essentially their entire discography except for this vinyl. They had just had it repressed a couple of months ago, I want to say, and I was just holding off on buying it because I didn't want to quite spend the money on it at the time. And then they had a Memorial Day sale that was 25% off. I was like, if I'm gonna buy it, now is the time to do so. So here is Katy Perry's MTV Unplugged vinyl, and it is on a limited edition violet vinyl. Again, this released a few years ago. It's not new, and it was just sold out everywhere, and it was just reselling for quite a bit, and I never felt like purchasing it. And then for the Lifetimes tour, she's gone back and like done a lot of stuff for previous albums and eras, and they had this repressed, and I just didn't feel like spending the full amount on it at the time. And then again, there was a Memorial Day sale where it was 25% off, and so I was like, if I'm gonna add it, might as well do it now. And so I'm super excited to have this because I have been wanting this for a super long time. And aside from her newest album 143, this is the only one from her discography that I am really missing from my Katy Perry collection. I don't know that I'm ever going to buy 143, just being honest. Maybe one day I'll get it gifted to me or something, but I don't think I ever plan on going out and buying it. So for me, the Katy Perry collection is pretty much complete at this point. So you can see it's got this fun hype sticker on it where it's got a strawberry on it. This says Violet vinyl. Here is the front of the sleeve. It's a photo from her when she was doing the MTV Unplugged, and then the back of the sleeve with the songs that she sang for this performance. She did I Kissed a Girl, You're So Gay, Hackensack, Thinking of You, Lost, Waking Up in Vegas, and Brick by Brick. Now, I think of MTV Unplugged as kind of what set the idea for what is now NPR Tiny Desk. I think it's very similar. Obviously, there's differences to them, obviously, but it's like a limited set where the artist goes and shows off a few of their songs and their band and their music and stuff like that. I think this kind of set or like paved the way for other genres and types of performances like that we now know NPR Tiny Desk is very popular. So it does come with this insert, Katy Perry, with some photos from the performance. Here is the back of the insert as well. It's just got a few more photos. And then the vinyl itself is all that's left in here. Oh, this sleeve is like paper lined. So it's not just the paper, it's the like rice paper lining to it. So it is a little bit better quality. But here's the violet vinyl. That's really pretty, and it's translucent too. I don't know if you can see me through it, but I can see through it, so it's not a completely opaque pressing. The center label is pretty simple. It's black. It's got a pink strawberry on it with Katy Perry. That's side A. Side B is the exact same thing. I think this one is super fun, and it's the one that I've been holding out for quite a while because I just never really felt like spending the money on this vinyl, and so when it went on sale, it had to find a home here on my record shelves, obviously. Well, here is the haul from today's unboxing. I think I picked up some good ones. I am super excited to have every single one of these finally in my hands and be able to now spin them. As I said, I've had some of these since like the beginning of May, and I've just been holding on until I had enough to do a little cute unboxing video for you all, so I can now finally spin these and finally listen to them. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed seeing some new records that I have recently purchased and enjoyed seeing me open them and unbox them. If you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below letting me know if you have any vinyl that are pre-ordered or you are hoping to get soon. I love to know just everyone's music taste and to know what everyone is looking forward to getting soon. And as I said at the beginning of this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you are not already. Help me get to that 2,500 subscriber mark so that we can give away this brand new record player to one of you all. I'd love to get it in one of your hands as soon as possible. So make sure to subscribe, make sure to like this video, and make sure to leave that comment down below. And I think that's it for this video. So I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day and an incredible weekend. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye.